A grammar problem that a lot of people had and that continues to confuse a lot of people is when to use semicolons. And they look cool, but they're really not as hard to use as some people think they are. So let's look at what they do and where you would want them. So a semicolon is like a weak period, and you can only use a semicolon where you could also use a period. Choosing a semicolon instead of a period means that you think that the two separate sentences are so closely related that they should be a single sentence, but they could stand alone as two individual sentences as well. So for example, she sat for a long time, sentence. The ideas just weren't coming, sentence. Those are two separate sentences, but maybe I kind of want to imply that she sat for a long time because the ideas just weren't coming, and so these sentences are really closely linked. I can do that with a semicolon. She sat for a long time, semicolon. The ideas just weren't coming. Notice the only thing that I'm using to connect the two sentences is a semicolon. I couldn't put a comma here because that would be a comma splice. I can't put a semicolon and a conjunction either because that would make a fragment after my semicolon. So if you are joining the sentences with a conjunction, which you could use, you can't use a semicolon, and so this would be wrong. She sat for a long time, semicolon, but the ideas just weren't coming. You can't use a semicolon and a conjunction. You can use either one to join those two sentences, and I could still have the black version, two separate sentences works as well. So semicolons are just a weak period that glues two complete sentences together into a single unit.